Welcome to English Weaver, where you learn English through story. Today we share the inspiring journey of Jensen Huang, a visionary leader in technology. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join us on this adventure. Imagine a boy sent overseas at 9, alone and facing a new world. That boy grew up to lead a global tech revolution. Today's story dives into his early days and reveals how challenges forged his spirit. Jensen Huang was born in Taipei, Taiwan, in February 1963. As a child, he moved first to Thailand and then to the United States. His life began with constant change that built both resilience and curiosity. Despite language barriers, Jensen learned English from scratch while juggling odd jobs. He washed dishes and served tables at night, all to support his education by day. His determination set him apart from the very start. In college, he immersed himself in electrical engineering, mastering complex concepts with grit. Late nights in the lab became routine. Each hurdle in class fueled his passion to innovate and find new solutions. After Stanford, Jensen joined industry giants, but sensed a greater calling. He believed graphics processing could transform computing. That belief would later redefine games, science, and artificial intelligence everywhere. In 1993, with two friends and a small investment, Jensen co-founded NVIDIA. They started in a Denny's booth, sketching ideas on napkins. Their mission: make graphics chips that would power the future. Early years brought setbacks. Competitors loomed large, funding was tight, and technology was untested. Yet Jensen's leadership and relentless effort turned every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. His breakthrough came in 1999 with the first GPU. Suddenly, games looked lifelike, and researchers saw new possibilities. Jensen's gamble paid off, launching a decade of rapid innovation and industry leadership. Stay tuned as we explore how his humble roots shaped his vision and fueled his rise to tech icon. The journey has just begun and promises lessons that inspire us all. Jensen's childhood was shaped by change and challenge from the start. He was born into a humble family in Taipei and soon learned life could demand more than comfort and predictability. At age 4, his family moved to Thailand, seeking new opportunities. Young Jensen watched his parents adapt to unfamiliar customs, learning early that resilience begins with willingness to embrace the unknown. When he turned 9, his parents made a bold choice. They sent Jensen and his brother alone to the United States. The journey across continents marked the moment when his world would expand forever. Arriving in rural Kentucky, Jensen found himself in a boarding school run by a religious order. The building felt austere and unfamiliar, and he missed his family deeply on that first lonely night. Without speaking any English, he faced daily routines filled with confusion. Simple tasks like ordering food or asking for directions felt daunting. Yet he persisted in learning every new word. School lessons were a mix of curiosity and struggle. He tackled math problems with determination, even when instructions seemed foreign. Each solved equation built both knowledge and confidence. After classes, he took odd jobs. He delivered meals in a cafeteria, washed dishes late into the evening, and swept floors to earn pocket money. Hard work became a habit that shaped his character. Though tired, he never skipped homework. Candlelit nights saw him poring over textbooks, memorizing vocabulary and formulas. He believed that sleep could wait, but opportunity could not. His teachers noticed his tenacity. A math mentor offered extra tutoring, impressed by Jensen's eagerness. He absorbed lessons quickly, soaking in concepts as if his future depended on them. On weekends, he explored small-town life. He rode his bicycle down dusty roads, pondering how circuits and energy could change the world. His dreams extended far beyond those quiet lanes. Jensen remained humble. He shared chores with his classmates, never seeking special treatment. His kindness and work ethic created friendships that eased his homesickness. At 17, he earned a scholarship to Oregon State University. The news felt surreal. His sacrifices, long study sessions, and late-night shifts had paid off with a ticket to higher learning. In Oregon, he found a vibrant campus and new challenges. The engineering labs buzzed with equipment he had only seen in books. He dove into coursework with the same zeal he once reserved for language drills. Far from his childhood home, he built a new community of friends who admired his humility and focus. He tutored peers in calculus and physics, sharing what he had learned through struggle. Summers brought research projects and internships. He joined local technology firms, gaining hands-on experience while maintaining his grades. Each step sharpened his technical skills and broadened his vision. He graduated with honors in electrical engineering, but his journey of learning was far from over. The foundation laid by childhood hardships had prepared him for the unknown challenges ahead. Reflecting on these years, Jensen often recalls how adversity taught him self-reliance. Facing language barriers and financial strain fueled his drive to master new skills and seize opportunities. These formative experiences also grounded his leadership style. He learned empathy for those who struggle and the value of building teams that support one another through hardship. His childhood story reminds us that true strength grows from facing discomfort head-on. Every new lesson, every tiring shift, and every unfamiliar word became a stepping stone toward greatness. As Jensen moved from student to innovator, the lessons of his youth continued to guide him. Discipline, curiosity, and compassion became the pillars on which he would build his career. The echoes of that young boy on a bicycle still resonate in his decisions today. He never forgets the value of simple beginnings and the power of an eager mind. His story shows how an uncertain start can become a powerful catalyst for growth. Jensen transformed every obstacle into a lesson, laying the groundwork for achievements yet to come. From Taipei to Kentucky, and then to Oregon, his journey was defined by resilience. Those early chapters of struggle and hope set the stage for the remarkable path that awaited him. At 29, Jensen co-founded NVIDIA with a bold vision: to build graphics chips that would bring images to life and boost scientific computing, starting a new chapter in his career. In the early days, he led design of the Riva series, balancing performance and cost, earning praise from game developers and researchers for smooth visuals and speed. By 1999, Jensen and his team unveiled the first GPU, the GeForce 256, defining a new category and changing how computers rendered 3D worlds. That breakthrough sparked rapid growth. Gamers flocked to the lifelike graphics, while engineers saw potential for simulations and visualization in science. Jensen championed programmable shaders, giving developers freedom to create richer effects. This innovation cemented NVIDIA's role at the forefront of graphics technology. As CEO, he invested heavily in research. He expanded teams for parallel processing and collaborated with universities, driving advances in supercomputing. Under his guidance, NVIDIA launched CUDA, a software platform unlocking GPU power for general-purpose computing, enabling breakthroughs in data analysis and AI. Researchers embraced CUDA for complex simulations, from weather forecasting to molecular modeling, proving Jensen's vision that GPUs could solve real-world problems. In 2006, he steered NVIDIA into mobile computing with Tegra processors, powering smartphones, tablets, and automotive infotainment systems. Tegra chips delivered energy efficiency and graphics performance, earning design wins with major device makers and showcasing NVIDIA's versatility. Jensen foresaw the rise of AI, pivoting NVIDIA toward machine learning. He built data center products like the Tesla GPU, transforming cloud computing and research. Deep learning frameworks integrated GPU support, accelerating image recognition, natural language processing, and robotics research worldwide. His leadership brought NVIDIA's market value from under $1 billion to over $100 billion, reflecting confidence in his long-term strategy. He launched the DGX line, turnkey systems for AI research, making it easier for institutions to train large neural networks at scale. At annual GTC conferences, Jensen showcased new architectures like Volta and Ampere, highlighting performance gains and real-world applications. These chips powered autonomous vehicles, medical imaging, and financial modeling, touching industries from healthcare to finance. He also led strategic moves, acquiring companies like Mellanox for interconnect technology, strengthening NVIDIA's data center offerings. Rumors of an ARM acquisition stirred markets, showing how Jensen's decisions resonated far beyond chips, influencing global tech trends. Gaming remained core. GeForce RTX series introduced real-time ray tracing, elevating realism with accurate light simulation, delighting developers and players. His commitment to software ecosystems like FiceX and NVIDIA Studio fostered a loyal community of creators and professionals. Jensen secured partnerships with car makers for drive platforms, powering autonomous driving and cockpit AI, blending hardware with intelligent software. He guided NVIDIA into cloud gaming with GeForce Now, demonstrating adaptability to new consumption models and consumer demands. Under Jensen, NVIDIA's annual revenue soared, profitability expanded, and its brand became synonymous with high-performance computing. He earned honors like the IEE Medal and Queen Elizabeth Prize, recognizing his impact on engineering and innovation globally. Jensen's career demonstrates how a clear vision, technical expertise, and bold investments can reshape industries and unlock new possibilities. His journey from graphics pioneer to AI leader shows the power of foresight and relentless execution, inspiring entrepreneurs and engineers alike. As we look back on his achievements, we see a portrait of leadership that blends creativity, discipline, and a deep belief in the transformative power of technology. Despite early wins at NVIDIA, Jensen encountered a crisis in 2001 when funding dried up, investors warned of failure, and competition threatened to bury his vision under doubt and fear. In those tense months, he watched stock prices tumble, faced harsh criticism in press, and struggled to keep team morale high, questioning whether his gamble on graphics processing would ever pay off. He admitted in interviews that sleepless nights and weight loss showed how much was at stake, yet he chose to double down, refining designs and rallying engineers to push through technical roadblocks. Technical flaws emerged in prototypes, causing delays and costly reworks, but Jensen maintained that setbacks were part of innovation, urging his team to learn from each mistake and adapt swiftly. In 2008, when the financial crisis froze budgets worldwide, NVIDIA sales plunged, layoffs loomed, and Jensen had to make gut-wrenching calls on which projects to cut and who to let go. He took responsibility for hard decisions, communicating openly with employees about bleak forecasts, while promising to rebuild stronger by focusing on core strengths and emerging opportunities. Competitors launched rival GPUs with aggressive pricing, forcing Jensen to rethink strategy, invest in research where others retreated, and bet on next-generation architecture despite limited resources. Critics argued his pivot to parallel computing was too risky, but Jensen remained steadfast, believing that general-purpose GPU platforms would redefine computing well beyond gaming. Personal life also tested him, as relentless work took a toll on relationships, and he faced health scares from chronic stress, reminding him that leadership requires balancing ambition with self-care. In public speeches, he revealed how meditation and exercise helped him regain clarity, teaching that overcoming adversity depends on nurturing both mind and body through disciplined routines. A public controversy arose when rumors linked NVIDIA products to questionable surveillance projects, prompting Jensen to clarify ethical guidelines and strengthen company policies on responsible AI use. He convened ethics committees, invited external experts, and updated development protocols, demonstrating courage to confront public concerns and steer technology toward positive outcomes. At one point, NVIDIA's flagship GPU had a design flaw that caused overheating in data centers, leading to emergency patches and customer apologies, yet Jensen saw it as a chance to improve quality control. Learning from that failure, he implemented rigorous testing procedures and cross-functional reviews, reducing future defects and instilling a culture of accountability across all teams. The rise of mobile computing challenged Jensen's vision, as Tegra chips struggled to compete with established mobile processors, forcing him to pivot focus back to data centers and AI. He acknowledged mistakes openly in investor calls, then charted a new path with specialized AI accelerators, proving that humility in admitting failure can pave the way for renewed success. Throughout these trials, Jensen held firm to his belief that failure is not final, but a necessary step toward innovation, reminding his team that every failure carries a lesson worth embracing. His resilience inspired employees to tackle daunting projects, knowing that leadership values bravery over perfection and that true growth emerges when comfort ends. Reflecting on these challenges, Jensen often credits his childhood struggles for shaping his resolve, as those early lessons in adversity prepared him for the fierce storms of corporate life. Each challenge in his career became a milestone in learning, reinforcing his philosophy that setbacks refine character and build the mental fortitude required for groundbreaking breakthroughs. His journey through doubt, failure, and controversy illustrates how leaders can transform adversity into advantage, guiding their teams through darkness toward brighter horizons. This chapter of struggle underscores a truth Jensen embodies. Greatness demands facing the hardest battles, standing firm amid chaos, and emerging stronger on the other side. These trials did not break him, but forged him into a more visionary leader, ready to guide NVIDIA beyond mere graphics into a world defined by intelligent machines. Under Jensen Huang's leadership, NVIDIA became a global force in AI and computing, shaping industries from entertainment to science, with groundbreaking technologies that redefine modern possibilities. His legacy shines in data centers worldwide, where GPUs power deep learning models that translate languages, detect diseases, and drive autonomous vehicles with remarkable accuracy. In gaming, his innovations set new standards for realism, enabling ray tracing and fluid physics that immerse players in virtual worlds more vivid than ever before. Beyond products, Jensen built a culture that values open collaboration and continuous learning, inspiring engineers and researchers to explore bold ideas without fear of failure. His vision transformed NVIDIA from a graphics chip maker into a platform company whose software stacks and hardware converge to accelerate breakthroughs in research and industry. Universities and labs adopted CUDA and DGX systems, unlocking complex simulations in medicine, climate science, and astrophysics that were once out of reach. Partnerships under his guidance span automakers integrating AI for driver assistance and healthcare firms using medical imaging tools to diagnose conditions earlier and with greater precision. In finance, his platforms process massive datasets for risk analysis and algorithmic trading, demonstrating how powerful computing can drive smarter decisions under pressure. Jensen's emphasis on ethics shaped NVIDIA's responsible AI initiatives, promoting transparency, fairness, and safety in applications that touch every aspect of daily life. His philanthropic efforts support STEM education, founding scholarships and research grants that empower students from diverse backgrounds to pursue engineering and computer science. He funded programs at Stanford and Oregon State, creating pipelines for the next generation of innovators who will carry forward his spirit of curiosity and resilience. Colleagues praise his hands-on approach, noting he often reviews engineering designs with teams and encourages open dialogue, fostering an environment of mutual respect. Investors admire his long-term focus, as NVIDIA's stock growth reflects confidence in his strategy to explore uncharted territories rather than chase short-lived trends. His words resonate: embrace hard work, value collaboration, and never stop learning. These principles guide countless entrepreneurs and engineers striving to make a difference. Underlying his success is a commitment to simplicity in design, believing that elegant solutions often emerge from clear thinking and disciplined execution. His story reminds us that vision alone is not enough. Action and persistence turn ideas into reality, and that leadership requires both humility and courage. As AI continues to evolve, Jensen's influence will remain, for he laid the foundations for machines that learn and adapt, extending human capabilities in ways once thought impossible. His journey from a lonely boarding school student to the helm of a tech giant inspires us to see challenges as opportunities to grow, innovate, and lead. Today, NVIDIA's innovations power creative tools for artists, researchers, and developers, democratizing access to high-performance computing across the globe. The company's annual conferences unite thousands, sharing breakthroughs in language models, simulation, and robotics, all driven by NVIDIA technology. Jensen's legacy is not merely in products, but in a mindset that elevates teams, embraces change, and tackles the world's toughest problems with optimism. He proved that a single idea, pursued with conviction and collaboration, can reshape entire industries and improve lives in profound ways. His impact on education, healthcare, and environmental research shows technology's potential to serve humanity, addressing pressing challenges with innovation. Through scholarships and mentorship, he nurtures talent, ensuring that creative minds have both the tools and the support to turn visions into reality. His advice to youth remains clear: work hard, stay curious, and support each other, for collective effort often achieves more than any individual ambition. The story of Jensen Huang's success teaches us that persistence and purpose can create lasting change, inspiring generations to dream bigger and act boldly. As we reflect on his achievements, we recognize a true pioneer whose legacy will guide aspiring leaders and innovators for decades to come. Now we draw our story to a close, reflecting on the lessons we can carry forward. Jensen's life shows us that persistence shapes destiny and vision lights the path to success. His journey reminds us to embrace every challenge as a lesson, to stay focused on goals, and to trust our abilities even when doubt surrounds us on the way. We learned that greatness grows from small beginnings, and that resilience built early in life supports us when facing the most daunting obstacles ahead. Jensen's leadership teaches us the power of collaboration, the value of lifting others, and the impact of creating a culture where every voice is heard and valued. His story proves that true innovation requires both technical skill and the courage to take risks, to pursue bold ideas that can change our world for the better. As we close, remember to like this video if Jensen's journey inspired you. Your support helps us share more stories that fuel your English learning and spark new ideas. Subscribe now for more tales of innovation, courage, and growth. Hit the bell icon to get notified when we publish our next episode on another inspiring figure. Share your thoughts below. What can we learn from Jensen Huang's path, and how will you apply these insights in your own life and studies starting today? Let us know which leader or topic you want to explore next. Your ideas guide our channel and help us craft stories that ignite your passion for learning English. Thanks for watching and being part of English Weaver. Together we grow, learn, and dream bigger. See you in the next story, and until then, keep weaving words into wonders.